Hi there, students. Public liability, and very often public liability insurance as well. Okay, public liability is related to the law. Let's see, if something a company does, or even a person, hurts a third party, some random member of the public, then maybe you are responsible for it. So if a company hurts another person who is not related to them, or someone who is, or damages their property, then the company may well have to pay a public liability claim. So public liability, which is a law which, if you are negligent and hurt somebody else, so for example, if you don't look after your car properly and you're negligent and the brakes fail and your car goes off the road and hits somebody, then you have a duty of care and you didn't look after your car properly, then you are going to be liable. You're going to have to pay these people compensation. Or for example, in a shop, maybe a customer goes into the shop and they use the lift, and the person gets or the lift falls and this person breaks various bones, then this is part of the area of public liability if the lift hasn't been properly serviced, if they haven't looked after it properly. One part of this is the duty of care, where if you've taken reasonable steps to make sure the thing works properly and it doesn't, then you're probably not responsible. But if you haven't, if you've been negligent, then you are going to have to pay a public liability. Public liability insurance protects a business from claims against the public, and it also looks after the interests of the public, because it means they can claim appropriate compensation. Okay, so it covers public liability insurance covers claims made against your business for accidental injury or damage to third parties. Okay, so this is the idea of public liability insurance. If people make claims against you because of an accident that's occurred in connection with your business, this is public liability. It's protecting a business owner against, or even just a private citizen, against injury or damage to members of the public. Okay, this is talking about hurting innocent third parties, and about hurting innocent third parties if you fail to take sufficient care. So this is really third party civil liability. It's been getting more and more difficult recently to get public liability insurance, because the claims are getting larger and larger. The amounts awarded in damage claims are very high. If you rent out a property, you probably need public liability insurance before for the person who rents the property from you. Okay, so you need some sort of public liability insurance. Now, I've also actually heard a person called a public liability. You're a public liability. You're an accident waiting to happen. You're a danger to the public. So if you're saying that somebody is careless and dangerous in the way they live and the way they do things, you could call them a public liability, although normally I've only heard this as a joke. So public liability, this is responsibility for third parties that could get hurt if you haven't done your duty, or you haven't taken care of of machinery or a building or something like that, and then it hurts somebody or damages their property. So public liability. Formality. Well, this is a legal term. I'm going to give it a 6 in formality. Semi-formal writing, semi-formal conversation, or something formal. So, public liability.